Hey, there we go.
Hey everyone, welcome to Feelings with the Geekiary. I'm Erin and I'm here along with Tara and Vaughn. We're fans, we have feelings, and this is where we webcast about them.
God damn it.
Hi. A friendly reminder that this is also a podcast, so please subscribe to us on iTunes so you don't miss any of our feelings. And if you're listening to this as a podcast or just as a webcast, remember that this is recorded live, and so we're not exactly sure what's going to happen. Please forgive us any technical difficulties or what we call accidental swears. You can join the conversation using hashtag Geekiary feelings. Come on, how will we know you're wrong if you don't? How will we know you're wrong? How will we know we're wrong if you don't tell us?
So we'd like to remind all of you that that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and do not necessarily represent the Geekiary or the webcast itself as a whole. So this is like our first official webcast of the new year. That's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be back in 2018, which,
can't be worse than 2017.
I don't say that. Like, that's just
right?
Sing it, man.
So usual, I don't know, news updates, etc. Don't forget our Patreon. It's patreon.com/the Geekiary. We've got, fun little perks and stuff. And so it's you should check it out. Like a couple bucks a month gets you all sorts of fun, different content from us that not everybody gets to see, and you help support the webcast or the website and the webcast in that way as well. Which honestly, especially now with like the YouTube monetization stuff, even though we did hit our 1,000 subscribers, yay! Even though we did hit that, we have to also stay above that. We also have to keep up, what is it, like 4,000 viewing hours a year or in a 12-month period and whatnot. So Patreon may become more important in the future. We hope not, but yeah. So check that out. And then we did 2 feelings episodes since like our last actual feelings episode, one being the Star Wars special, Star Wars holiday special, which was I think on the 17th of December, and then the other one was our fuck 2017 New Year's Eve special, which was a lot of fun. It was good fun. So I definitely suggest checking those out if you haven't yet. So and then the Bitching Dead comes back in a couple weeks, less than a couple weeks really. It comes back on the 13th, Monday, February 13th, for the day after the Walking Dead mid-season premiere. Let me tell you about how excited I am to be watching that show still. Do I look excited?
I would not watch that show. But, you guys seem to have fun hating it.
We absolutely do.
I think hate watching is definitely a thing, I mean, it's quite enjoyable sometimes.
Yeah. We do. We have fun mocking it. So there's that.
Sort of like how everyone enjoys Riverdale.
I have not even watched this season at all, but like the first season was amusing. I'll give it that. So
it's kind of showed that, the only way to enjoy it is by hate watching, I think.
Yeah.
Or hating yourself for watching. I don't know. It's hard to tell the difference there. All right. So obviously the first thing on our list is hashtag Hairgate, aka Man Gun Gate, which we don't know anything about.
Well, because there were some spoilers posted on. Let me rephrase. Spoilers posted online today. I mean, I won't say anything about them, but like if you literally Google Game of Thrones season 8 spoilers, there was a video posted. I think it was either Winter is Coming or Watchers on the Wall. There's a video posted that showed like something that they were filming from afar, and it's, I don't know, it's spoilery if you haven't read the books. It's spoilery if you don't want to know anything at all. Like if you want to be complete, virgin for the next season, I guess it's spoilery. But yeah, so, and it does kind of have something to do with Jon Snow, I guess, in a roundabout way. So
is it like to tell everyone that he's secretly been dead this whole time and we're all just like
Yeah.
Pretending.
Or maybe it means he's gonna die for real, like for good and all.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You know,
I mean, I can't say I'm bothered. Like, I mean, I don't like want to stay like totally pure for the next season of Game of Thrones, but I also feel no desire to Google spoilers. So I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I'm in the boat where I don't want to stay pure because I enjoyed this last season so much more knowing all the spoilers. So you know, so I went ahead and Googled it. But I don't think it's as spoilery as people are making it out to be, honestly. But I guess maybe that's me.
People have different layers of spoiler, you know?
Yeah.
Like some people are like, don't tell me. Like I have friends that will not watch trailers for things. They're like, but you know, they're in cinemas going la 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 la, and I'm like, fine, whatever. You don't want to see anything about this thing. And you're like, okay. Whereas I'm like, I wouldn't count trailers as spoilers. But if someone said this character dies in the climax of the movie, I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah. yeah. Oh yeah, like yeah, the spoilers that were going around, like when people were posting literal like spoilers for the Star Wars movies in like random subreddits and stuff, like that's nonsense. But I don't really care about Game of Thrones.
I don't really care about it. I mean,
like, I don't really care about Walking Dead either. Like if somebody spoiled me for Walking Dead, I'd be like, haha, okay.
Okay, so general news. What's news? I mean, I've written something down, but I'll ask you guys if there's any particular news over the last month. Entertainment wise, please. Let's not talk about the rest of the world.
Yeah, no. I mean, the only thing I have was MegaCon Orlando, which honestly I was like not really going to go this year because I have I just can't take the time off work again, so I'm not going to go as a guest for that reason. But then I was like, do I really even want to go on the weekend? It's going to be so busy. But they announced a whole bunch of guests, and now I'm really torn because they announced like all of the crystal gems from Steven Universe, including Estelle. Like Estelle is going to be there. And I've met her, so like I was kind of like, okay, that's cool, but it doesn't tip the scales. However, then today they announced Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum, y'all, I'm crying.
Yeah, you have to go now.
It's gonna be in Orlando. I'm crying. Like
I would go just for Jeff.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
Go see Jeff Goldblum. That's what you're gonna do.
I will spend my entire day in line meeting Jeff Goldblum. That's all I care about, honestly.
I think that's excellent life choices. I mean, you've got your priorities in check.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think so too.
What about you, Erin? Any news?
I have a new job, people. I don't know anything.
Well, that's news. Well done, Erin.
Thank you. It's yeah, I don't know anything right now. Sorry.
I literally started crying.
It's a bit like that. It's like hard to keep up to date with things. I mean, I get kind of big news if they're like specifically related to something that I talk about all the time. Like my news is the Harry Potter one where they came out and said that Dumbledore is not going to be explicitly gay in the next Harry Potter movie, which I was not going to see anyway because it's got Johnny Depp in it. But you know, I might have watched because if it had actually a gay character in, which it does, but just not explicitly, so that doesn't count, guys. Like, you can't just come in from the outside and say this character is gay, like when they're not actually explicitly gay. That doesn't count as representation. You don't get kudos for that. Like,
yeah. I don't really know what to say about it. I'm not shocked.
I mean, no, I'm not shocked. It's still disappointing, but not shocking.
Yeah. Well, I was reading, I would need to look up who the user was, but somebody on Twitter last night was just saying it's time for the fandom to leave this particular, you know, like the whole movie and trilogy and everything behind, because it doesn't fit in with what we've all come to know and love about the Harry Potter universe.
It is like, and I get that, and like intellectually I have kind of distanced myself from it, and I've decided that I'm not going to spend any money to see it, but it's really hard. Like, you're like, are you still kind of attached to Harry Potter as a universe? And especially because this movie is really bringing in all characters like Dumbledore and stuff, that characters that we are actually attached to and do know about. It's kind of like, hard to not take it personally, especially like the amount of criticism that J.K. Rowling got for only coming out and saying that Dumbledore was gay after the fact. You would think that there would be some kind of growth since then, but there has not been.
We still have Dan Radcliffe on our side, so
I just my only like my disappointment is with the other characters, like that their movies are going to suffer because of this, because like I didn't, Fantastic Beasts is no original Harry Potter series, but like it was enjoyable in its own right, and I really love Queenie and Jacob, and like even Newt and Tina. Like I like these characters, and it sucks that now I just have no desire to see anything more like from this, from these movies, from this, new series because of this. Like the Johnny Depp thing was kind of like, I guess I'm just not going to go see it in the theater probably. And now like the Dumbledore thing is like, this is just. Also, I'm sorry, there's going to be men yelling in the background of this. They're playing a drinking game. I can't. I'm not using my like nice microphone because it picks up so much. I was hoping this would keep it from being so obnoxious, but I realized you can probably hear it anyway.
It's, I mean, who can control the men's? We don't know. They just do their own thing.
We've got a friend from New Zealand visiting this week. So
from my neck of the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually tease him and say he's from Australia all the time. He hates it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He wishes. So long story short, he left something in our room at DragonCon, left something important in our room at DragonCon last year, this past August. And he's visiting us for 7 days. So he has to go through 7 trials, to get this item back. So it's
remind me not to leave anything with you ever.
No. Here's the thing. We like you. So be an issue. No, we like him too, but also he's easy to tease. So
yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, I would give New Zealanders a bunch of trials too, but that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so yeah, I don't know. It sucks that this is the way things are going with these movies, but also at the same time, I was already frustrated. Even before the Johnny Depp thing, I was frustrated that they had like extended this to being 5 fucking movies. So
I'm kind of like really sad that like I had this in my mind, this vision of like these movies could have been fun, silly monster creature movies, right?
Yeah.
They could have been like just a series of fun, silly creature movies where Newt's just going around being science, trying to capture or like learn about things. And maybe there's like a bad guy who's trying to like steal the thing. But the fact that they had to kind of connect it to this very political situation, which means that the politics of the movie suddenly matter a whole lot, ruins it, because it doesn't live up to that. It doesn't live up to the politics of the original Harry Potter series. And it doesn't, so you're looking at it going like, you've tried to tackle something incredibly serious and you just failed at it. Why didn't you just make a fun movie about monsters?
Yeah.
I completely agree. And I mean, I feel like that was kind of, obviously that was, to me, a glaring struggle in the first film, because it felt so disconnected. I mean, it's a fine movie, but it's not great. I actually over the holidays sat down to watch it with my little cousin who's 10, and I was bored, halfway through. I'm like, this could have been so good, and now it's just not.
Yeah. And I mean, it tried to do too much, and it just didn't. Yeah. And it's disappointing. It's disappointing that Harry Potter has become this. And I'm like, I wish that they would just let it go, Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's time for us to let it go. I mean, like all the Harry Potter fans are starting to make their own stuff. So go out and find some actual like cool fantasy books with gay characters or with characters of color, or books that actually deal with the political landscape now and do it well.
Yeah. And there are so many, I'll go into some of this later, but there are so many great new like series out there.
They really are.
To like that are, and listen, like Harry Potter is always going to hold a place in my heart, and in I think anybody who really, you know, was into Harry Potter. That's not going to be gone. It's not going to be lost. But man, Rowling just hasn't like grown with the times.
Sort of, yeah. Like, I mean, I think somebody lumped her in with Joss the other day, where it's like there's people that were progressive in the late 90s and the early 2000s are no longer progressive because what was progressive in the late 90s and early 2000s is not progressive anymore, and they haven't grown or changed at all.
Yeah.
Like the audience has, like, we've moved on, we've gotten better, like, because like we would have accepted that stuff before because it was all we had, and it was like it was pushing the envelope. But now it's like, no, it's looking backwards, and that's not as good as we could be.
Yeah.
All right. I've also put award season and the Winter Olympics, but I don't know if you guys are into either of those things.
A little bit. Probably. Here's the thing: I don't have cable, so probably not like enough. But like, I mean, the Olympic stuff. Like, I like. Stephanie posted the article about the geeky, you know, songs and stuff that people are skating to for Winter Olympics. I mean, I used to really enjoy watching the skiing. I had friends who really like what's that one that's super popular? It's, oh my God, it's some weird game that I don't know. I'm not gonna write. There was something that was really popular, like in the 2008 or 2008. I think was the Winter Olympics, maybe. And now I can't remember what the heck it was. I think it's something to do with like a stick and you guide a thing. I don't know.
Oh, curling.
Curling. Thank you. Yeah.
Curling is excellent. It is so stupid, and I just love it so much.
Yeah. So I know people are super into that. I like I said, I used to love watching skiing. I just don't have cable anymore.
I find the Winter Olympics fascinating because like snow and ice are such a like foreign concept to me, and the fact that people can do these athletic things on snow and ice just blows my mind. So I'm just sitting here, you know, in like it's midsummer here going, wow, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, because you know what real people do in snow and ice? They slip and fall.
Ooh.
I can speak from my own experiences. It's 18 degrees here, Fahrenheit, right now.
Oh, God.
It's very cold. So,
that sounds.
I'm not a big Winter Olympics fan. No, I am. I like to watch the Olympics. I think it's. I mean, it's always. I think it's really cool. This sounds cheesy, but I think it's really cool how it does tend, at least here, it tends to bring everybody together. Everybody watches it and then they talk about it the next day. And, you know, I like that. So.
I think I like that too. I think it's aspirational. The Olympics is not necessarily going to live up to that aspiration every time because it, you know, people. But I like the kind of ideals that the Olympics represents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Other than not having cable, I won't be watching it this year because I'm sad because I was supposed to be like skiing and I can't because I have a herniated disc. So yeah, annoying.
All right.
I love your birds, Vaughn.
Sorry,
your birds are going crazy.
He's hype. It's like singing time. This is when he goes off.
Actually, that brings me to award season. We watched The Room. Like our friend who's visiting had never seen The Room, so we watched The Room and The Disaster Artist the past couple nights. And your birds are making me think of them like doing it'd be a chicken, cheep, 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 cheep.
Yeah, it's always an experience watching The Room. It's always fun.
It really is.
All right, so. Moving on, it says, maybe we should talk about some of our past episodes of feelings experiences. So if you guys didn't know, this is the 3rd year anniversary of our webcast. So we've been doing this for 3 years and we've had some fun times over the 3 years. What have you guys' best experiences, I guess, with your feelings?
I mean,
anytime we talked about Helix.
Oh, I miss Helix so much.
That's how we started the webcast and talking about so many things, but like we bonded over Helix.
Yeah.
Like we really did. And we had, what's his name? And why am I blanking on his name? The actor.
Neil
Neil
Napier.
Napier?
Yeah. That was fun. He was such a good sport, really.
He was really good.
Um,
I liked when the one time I went to Comic-Con and I was with you guys and we were all in a room drunk drinking champagne.
Yeah, that I was gonna say, like, other than the Neil Napier episode, the first Comic-Con where we did a live episode, and it was the first live episode that Wednesday, like the preview night one, because we've had like good episodes live ones at Comic-Con and everything since then. And I've actually I did a short one at another little convention once, but like that one, because it was the first time we were all together in person, and that Wednesday night, that preview. First of all, I was wasted. I don't know about anybody else,
We
but
were
I
all
was.
wasted.
So yeah.
I mean, to be fair, any time that we've been drunk on the webcast has been fun.
Yeah. Didn't we did a special drunk one.
We did.
Leading up to San Diego Comic-Con 2015.
Yeah, I was drunk at like 11 a.m. in the morning. It was excellent. I had a really productive day.
I'm sure. Yeah. We've had some great episodes, especially the drunk ones.
I like it. I like the special episodes too, like when we do a specific movie when it comes out, or
yeah, those are always good times.
I mean, I like every episode.
Yeah, I've never not had a good time on this webcast. I think the New Year's Eve one was good too. We missed you guys on it, but I also realized like it was, kind of one of those, not everybody wants to just shit on 2017 for an hour and a half. But I was like already wasted when we started the webcast. So,
Well, see, I would have done it, but I was already in 2018. So it felt like reductive for me to go back and be talking about 2017. It was like, no, I've moved on. It's past.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all.
I'm no longer dealing with any of 2017. You can all just bugger off.
Hashtag goodbye forever 2017.
Bugger off. All right. I mean, that's a really good way to segue into what we should be talking about, which is what we're looking forward to in 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously we're going to be looking forward to stuff, and we're going to talk about like pop culture that we're looking forward to. But if you guys are listening or watching this and you want to kind of tweet at us what you're looking forward to, we would love that as well, and we'll try to give you a shout out. Okay, so does anyone specifically want to jump in first to say what they're looking forward to?
I don't know, Vaughn. You were the one who jumped in and like listed all your things in our notes, so I think you should go first.
Okay. Well, we've split it into movies, books, and TV shows, so we'll do that. Okay. Yeah. So movies, I've just put Black Panther with an exclamation point because that is pretty much the most thing that I'm looking forward to this year. It's in like 2 weeks, so the rest of the year is going to be pretty disappointing. Because Black Panther is going to be amazing. It's supposed to be amazing, and I'm just like, everything I see about it looks really cool. So I think even if it's terrible, I'll probably love it.
The pictures from the preview, like the premiere. I mean, yeah. Oh my god. Like the
my sexuality is just the cast of Black Panther. Like, not gonna lie.
Right now, yeah. Like I don't. Somebody shared, it was like one of the ones where it was just pictures of just the cast. And then I saw another like thing that was like a video where it was showing everybody. And I was just all the everything, just the fashion and everything. And I just like, I'm lazy. I don't like going to the movie theater at all. I'm going to see Black Panther on opening night because like, I want my money to count for this movie. Like I did with Wonder Woman. Like, it needs to count. If you haven't bought your tickets for opening weekend, buy your effing tickets for opening weekend.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Got mine. I'm probably going to see it more than once on the first weekend. So I'm ready to go. I'm hyped for that. What about you, Erin? Will you be seeing Black Panther?
Yes. When? I don't know.
When you get time. I mean, life gets in the way.
Yeah, I'm extremely busy right now, so sorry, but yeah, I will be.
No, that's fine. Are you looking forward to it at all?
Oh yeah. I mean, I
think it looks cool.
I would just be echoing what you guys just said. So
yeah,
everyone's pretty excited about it.
Yeah. My other movies are Ocean's 8, Love, Simon, and A Wrinkle in Time. Which is, Ocean's 8 is going to be amazing because it's like a bunch of really attractive ladies rob some rich people, which is just right on brand for me. Love, Simon is a lovely book, and The Wrinkle in Time, both lovely books that are being made into hopefully lovely movies. So can't go wrong there.
Yeah, I'm like, A Wrinkle in Time is one of those ones where I want it to be good, and I'm so worried it's going to go down the Oz the Great and Powerful road. So I'm kind of like, I'm hoping, but also worried. We'll see.
I mean, I think that the team behind that are making it are pretty special, so I think it's probably going to be good. The trailer looks good, so.
Sorry, my cat is being rude and clawing at my chair here. Movies. Oh, I like so my obviously Black Panther. I know Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is going to be freaking ridiculous, but like I'm still excited for it, man. Dinosaurs and Jeff Goldblum is in it, even if it's just like a little like bit thing that he's doing. I don't care. And one of the things I said was I'm trying not to have like really high hopes for Infinity War, but like I'm failing miserably because the trailer looks amazing. But like, Vaughn, I think your note sums it up best, that you're interested in seeing it just for the fanfic it's going to inspire and Cap's beard. That's
yeah. I just like, all my hopes for this movie is that it does not bugger up my headcanon, so that all the fanfic that I really want to happen can work with this movie. I want one scene between Bucky and Steve. I want, I don't know. I mean, this movie is going to be like a mess. Like, there's no way it's not going to be a mess.
It's too much.
There's so much happening. There's no way it's not a mess.
Like the first Avengers movie, it was good for what it was. It was good.
The first Avengers movie was great. It was a great team-up movie. It worked really well, and it was solid.
Age of Ultron was like, I honestly, I'll be honest, I've seen that movie once. I saw it in the theaters. I've never seen it again. I didn't hate it. I just didn't like care.
I hated it. It was terrible.
Hate's a really strong word for me, but I really just didn't care. So I keep thinking this can't be worse than that.
I mean, I don't think it'll be worse than Age of Ultron. But I think there's too much happening in this movie for it to be any good.
Yeah.
All I'm hoping is that they don't try to do really any character stuff, and they just have all the characters come together and defeat Ultron. I mean, not Ultron. Defeat Thanos. Like, that's it. Like, don't try to tie it into the other movies.
Like,
don't
running through the forest. Yeah, like that's it. Just watch them run.
That's it. That's all I want. I don't need anything else. Don't try to, stick this into like some kind of like wider MCU storyline, because that is where all of these movies keep failing. Just give me all of my favorite characters like teaming up and being buddy and hanging out and defeating a bad guy. That's all I want.
Well, and I mean, let's face it. Like, I think a lot of a lot of these things are getting rebooted right now, or like continuing on. I mean, we're talking about Fantastic Beasts franchise and like all of this other stuff. It's the nostalgia factor that's driving a lot of this, and people don't want to. They want to go see these things and have fun seeing these things. You don't want to get wrapped up into like too much story. Sometimes you just want to go to the movies and have fun, right? Yes.
I mean, I do think it's possible to have fun and for it to be a good movie at the same time, but.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, yes.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. As long as they don't try to do too much, it should be a good movie. The Russos are good. So, I mean, apart from Civil War was meh, but.
Yeah, it was. Huh. I don't know, Erin, what about you? Are you looking forward to any like specific movies?
I don't even know what movies are coming out this year. Sorry.
Well, now you have a list of some movies that are coming out. So.
Yeah, I mean, I knew some of them, obviously. Basically, the ones that we talked about are the ones I know. And yeah, get back to me next month. I'll have more to say.
Fair. Okay. Books. Any books? I have decided.
I really don't have any books. Yeah, sorry.
I have decided this year I'm doing the Goodreads challenge, and I've set myself 50 books to read this year. So I'm like trying to get through that because like I haven't been reading as much over the past few years, or I've been reading a lot of fanfic and not enough books. So we'll see. I've read 5 already, so we're ahead of schedule.
Dang. I never set those challenges for myself because I feel like anytime I actually set the challenge, I never do it. But then like last year I didn't, and I know I read more than 50 books last year. But this year, like first of all, the Iron Gold by Pierce Brown just came out a couple weeks ago. It was amazing. I meant to do, or I guess I still mean to do like a spoiler, like an all spoiler review of it on the website, because I did write a spoiler free one like back in December. But I also feel like I need to read it again, and I'm so busy. So we'll see. So Iron Gold just came out, and apparently Pierce Brown is already like there's his next book in the series is already scheduled to come out in like September of this year. So I'm gonna plan on that probably being pushed back, because like Iron Gold's release was pushed back from August of last year to January of this year. But I'm gonna hope it doesn't get pushed back. And then I picked up this book at Comic-Con last year called Tess of the Road. And it's by Rachel Hartman. And I had never heard of her, the series that she writes. But I asked the girl, that was behind the table, because it was a free, review copy. And I asked her if I could read it without having read the other series that was written in the same universe. And she was like, yeah, I really think so. And she was right. I have since read the other series, which is the Serafina series. I think it's 3 books. It might only be 2. No, I think it's 3. I don't know. I'm blanking on exactly how many books are in the original series, but it's a YA series. It's good though. It's really good. There is a very major character who is a lesbian. There is a like secondary character, maybe kind of on the cusp of secondary, tertiary character who is transgender, and it's, I don't know, it's just a really good series. And like if I'd read the Serafina books first, I'm not sure I would have been so interested in Tess of the Road. I don't know how, if I'd read the first Serafina book, I maybe wouldn't have rushed out to get the rest of the books in this universe. But because I read Tess of the Road first, I learned enough about the characters to want to read the original series. So like if you can stick it through the first book and then read the second, I think it's worthy. And Tess of the Road actually officially comes out this month. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Rachel Hartman. I look up the Serafina books and then Tess of the Road. They're good. They're really good.
Cool. Well, I've got there's this book called Ship It by Britt London that's coming out this year. She's one of the writers on Riverdale. She's like a fangirl, super fangirl. And it's about obviously shipping and fandom and stuff. And it's really cool. And it comes out this year. And if you're, it's one of, there's been a string of books that are kind of about fandom and being in fandom. And they're all kind of doing different aspects of fandom, whether it's like with Rainbow Rowell's like Fangirl, which is all about like writing fic specifically, whereas this is, you know, about shipping, you know, which is probably more I'm more connected to than I guess writing in fiction just in general. So it's really interesting, really fun, and worth checking out if you like that kind of thing. And I'm currently reading like one of the like a really highly recommended rom-com called The Wedding Date that's just come out, and it's really fun. The first couple of chapters are a bit clunky and the dialogue's a bit dodgy, but once you get past that, it's really fun and really cool. That would be my recommendations. I don't know. I'm so hopeless at keeping up with what books are coming out. I'm not really kind of reading any specific series at the moment that there's like a new book coming out for. So I just kind of go to bookshops and pick up something that looks interesting, which is usually something that's been like out for a few years.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always behind on books, but up until literally the past couple months, I've always been behind. And then all of a sudden I've just caught up on everything that was in my back. I think I have 2 books in my bookshelf that I haven't read yet. And that is unheard of. Usually I have a stack of like 20, but I've been reading like a fiend for the past few months. So, I part of it is that being injured, I was literally like flat on my back. And so even like sitting at a computer or having a computer on my lap was a pain in the ass. So I was just reading a lot, but yeah, it's good because I caught up. I mean, right now I'm reading there's my cat, the 7th book in the Expanse series. And this and rereading Dune are like the last 2 things on my reading list.
Nice. My pile of books just keeps getting bigger because every time I read one, I buy a new one and put it on the pile so it doesn't get any smaller.
Yeah, usually I'm the type of person that has like 6 books that I've purchased in the past couple of months and I can't ever keep up. Like I said, it had to have been me being like injured and in pain, and like the only thing I could really do was read. Like I couldn't drink because of the medication I was on. I didn't want to go out anywhere. I just read and read and read, and now I'm like screwed. I mean, it's great because I read all these awesome books, but I'm also screwed. So
there's more books. Just go get some more.
Yeah.
Libraries are for men. You can just go and get books.
Yeah.
All right, TV, something that Erin, you can talk about because you are up to date on the television.
Yeah.
What's coming out?
Well, I didn't put anything on this outline. However, I do watch everything that's on there. So we can talk about anything. So let's start with the X-Files. Yes, that is what I spent all of my fall doing, was rewatching the X-Files. I rewatched the whole series, including the movies. I finished literally the weekend before the new series or the new season started. So
well done.
Yes, it was questionable there for a little bit, but I got it done. So Tara, I'm assuming you're the one. You have something to say. I'll let you say it, and then I'll.
Oh no, I mean I don't have anything specific to say. So like if you have, because I've been reviewing the episodes. I need to review last night's. I'll probably write it tomorrow, but no, like I literally just put it on there or put it on our list of things to talk about because like, let's be real. I mean, at least for me, the 10th season, yeah, 10th season was not great. There were some highlights, you know, like the were monster episode was really good. And there were like hints at other things that could have been good but weren't mythology wise. But this season has been like pretty damn strong so far. We're 5 episodes in, and like I really don't have any major complaints, which is compared to season 10, it's amazing. So yeah, no, I think it's Vaughn, have you been watching it at all?
I have not. I watched the last one and I wasn't impressed, so I have not rushed out to find this one. I mean, I probably will watch it eventually, but I'm just like not gonna be like jumping
So
in.
we won't, let's not do any spoilers then, but like I mean, on it, I'll be real, it's so much better than season 10, and honestly, it's like better than the last couple seasons of the X-Files. Not that that's really hard to accomplish.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah, it's definitely a lot better than last season. However, I do have some major problems that I will not talk about here because it's pretty spoilery. But Aunt Scully's wig is so much better this season. That's not a spoiler.
That's important.
It is so much better. But I have some major problems with some of the mythology that's going on. But the Monster of the Week types of episodes are a lot better than last season. So,
well, I may have to give it a shot, or maybe I'll just spoil myself or whatever. I don't know.
Don't give up after the first episode.
No, yeah, the first episode was by far the worst of the
Okay.
5 that have aired. So,
Okay, sure. Wow. I am hyped and up to date with iZombie though, which is coming back soon.
So soon.
So hyped.
I added a little note there after we were talking about spoilery trailers. If you guys have seen I posted it in our little editor chat, the latest trailer for the new season is full of spoilers. I cannot believe how many spoilers were in that trailer.
Yeah, a lot of spoilers. Did
you watch it all the way through to the very end?
I did not, because I started watching it.
Watched it because I forgot.
It seemed like a lot was. It was one of those trailers where you're like, I think maybe I don't want to watch this when you start watching it.
Yes, because there is a major spoiler. Like you see the trailer, and then it says like iZombie comes to CW, blah blah blah, and then there's a little scene afterwards. So most people probably turned it off by then. It's got a major spoiler that I will not discuss here.
So should I not watch the trailer then? Because I like meant to watch it and then just never did.
That's up to you on your personal policy on spoilers.
Okay. I don't really care about spoilers, but I mean, I don't really care about spoilers, but I also
missed it.
Really like iZombie, and I don't know if I want to be spoiled for a show I like.
I mean, I'm not fussed about watching the trailer because it's like I'm gonna watch the series. Like, I don't need the trailer to convince me to watch next season of iZombie. Yeah. So, which is generally why I watch trailers. I'm like, do I want to see this? Am I hyped about this? Or if I'm like super like fanny and I want to like take it apart frame by frame and be like, this is what this means and this is what it is, just so I can be disappointed when it actually comes out and it doesn't mean anything.
Which is exactly what I do with iZombie. So, which is why I got so hyped about the trailer. But it was that trailer combined with what was talked about in the press room at San Diego Comic-Con, like there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen in this next season that I'm very excited for. So,
well, it just keeps getting like wilder and wilder. So I can never really see what's going to happen on iZombie. I'm always just like, what? So
it's just a good show.
It's a good show.
Mm-hmm. Like, just you want a good zombie show?
Yeah, don't watch The Walking Dead. Watch iZombie.
Oh God, The Walking Dead hasn't been good in so long. The other we have a bunch of TV shows listed. The other one that I wanted to mention that is coming back soon, I want to say even it may be like the 12th or 13th, is Star Wars Rebels, which like I don't think you guys watch it, but it is a really good show. And this is its last season, and it did the first half of, is it the 5th season? I can't remember. I think it's the 4th season. So the first half of the season aired in the fall, and the second half, starts airing this month, and it's the last, it's all we're gonna get of Star Wars Rebels. But it's been like really, really enjoyable, and so I don't know. I'm excited for that. not excited for it to end, but like it's one of those ones where I feel like it's ending like they knew it was going to end, so they're going to do it the right way, which is, which is a good thing. So
always better to end a show when it's ready than like just drag it out or cut it off.
Yeah, and I mean we're getting another Star Wars series fairly soonish anyway. I still don't really think we know exactly what all it's going to be about or even when it's going to take place, but I mean I tried with the Clone Wars. I tried so hard and I just couldn't love it. But Star Wars Rebels, like it like hits you where it hurts. It's really good. It's really good. So I Star Wars cartoons after Clone Wars, I was like, I don't think I can do this, but I don't know. Rebels changed that. So that's a good thing. Anyway, everything else is like later this year, though.
Yeah, because we've got Handmaid's Tale season 2, Winona Earp, The Expanse, and I've said Doctor Who. Will all come out at some point this year.
Yeah, Handmaid's Tale season 2 is April. Winona Earp is this summer, which is vague, but I think it's probably going to be before Comic-Con. Is what I would guess.
So like June, probably.
Yeah. I'm guessing. I mean, I guess technically June is spring until like the 20th or whatever, but I don't know if TV show people think about that. But like, I think June probably for Winona Earp. I'm hoping it's June and not after Comic-Con. But The Expanse, God only knows when, but they finished filming season 3. Mm-hmm. So I'm it's weird that they haven't announced a date or even a month that it's coming out when they've already finished filming, but I guess that's what books are for.
Doctor Who is,
or you watch a completely old series instead of reading.
That's one way to pass the time. I'm a big fan of the rewatch.
When does Doctor Who come back? Do we have
autumn? So I think it's usually August. So end of August.
Okay.
That would be my guess. So, but as far as we know, it's autumn, so it could be any time. But yeah, it's usually the end of August when it comes back. So I'm gonna guess then.
Oh yeah, because I like made like a pronouncement that I would only watch Doctor Who when there was a female doctor. So now like I have to.
Yeah, well, it's happened. I mean, I think it should be good. Like, I mean, it'll be interesting to see because they've got like obviously a whole new team behind it and all new writers. So and an all new doctor. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. It's either going to be great or not. So. But
well, sorry, go on.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say the holiday special left us with a little bit of a cliffhanger as well. So.
Oh yeah, well, he's always crashing the TARDIS when he regenerates. That's like classic Doctor Who.
Yeah. So.
Well, they're always crashing the TARDIS. Got to stop with those pronouns, man.
I'm trying to think if there's any TV shows I have to mention. I've been not really watching new shows. I've been watching old shows, rewatching old shows.
I mean, I'm still watching shows. Like I still watch that are currently airing. Like The Good Place is currently airing, and it is still the most delightful show.
Oh my God, yes. I did start watching The Good Place. It is so amazing.
It's so good. It's honestly my happy place. Every episode that comes out, I'm just like, wow, I love this show.
It's also really interesting. It's just good. I don't know. It's just
good. Fun. It's good. It's a good show.
I also like Superstore. It's very.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard it's good.
It is. It's a more diverse Office or Parks and Rec. It's the same creator. I think
The Good Place is the same creators as.
Yeah, but yeah, no, maybe it's The Office. Maybe it's the same guy who created The Office. But yeah, Superstore Superstore is good. It has a lot of like Office flavor to it, but it's good. It's definitely a more diverse. I mean, dude, they work in like a Cloud9, which is literally like a Walmart. You know, it's funny. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is still on, and it's not what it was in its first season, but it's been taking on a lot.
I love this season. I mean, the first season was so hit and miss and it's finally like, I mean, this third season has just like, it's really hit its stride and actually hit the point where it seems to be like everything that they started with has actually started to pay off.
Yeah. I feel like the first season was amazing. The second season was kind of like, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't, it didn't live up to the first season.
I liked the second season better than the first season.
But this season they've taken on a lot more like hard-hitting, difficult subjects, which is really nice in a way. Like it's difficult, but it's realistic. Like I feel kind of sad because it airs so like it's like Friday at 9 or something now. I feel like I'm gonna be shocked if it gets a fourth season based on when it airs right now, but fingers crossed. So
hopefully it's such a good show. Like it really, I think it's like, it's just a great show. I mean, I think somebody said the best, like this season has just been so great because it just tricked everyone into discussing mental health in a really interesting way. So
yeah.
It took the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend concept, which was always a bit dodgy, and it just went, nope, we're gonna make this into something really good.
And I feel like even with as difficult as Crazy Ex-Girlfriend can be, it's still at its heart kind of a feel-good show. Like maybe not episode to episode, but overall. And so is The Good Place, and so is Superstore, and this is what it's come to for me. Like I need that.
That's me.
I think we all need that right now. So.
I mean, this is why I'm hyped for iZombie to come back. You know, I want shows that make me feel good.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they're like giving me all kind of feels and breaking my heart, they make me feel good because I'm like, wow, people are better than I thought they were.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like two people, you know. So upcoming events in 2018. What have we got upcoming?
I swear to God, these dudes are being so fucking loud. There's like 2 doors between me and them, and I can still hear everything they're doing. So for me, upcoming events, Ice and Fire Con is the next one. I'm trying to cut back on my conventions. I just don't have the energy for it anymore. So Ice and Fire Con, our 6th one is at the end of April, last weekend in April. We actually are selling like day passes now, which we've done every year, but like they literally for 2018, they literally just went on sale today. So, and we're doing it differently this year. Where like, if you buy a Friday ticket, you can have access to our Thursday evening hours. And if you buy a Saturday ticket, you get access to our like Sunday morning, early afternoon hours. So, and it's like, you don't have to be there. It's just kind of a perk where you get a cheaper pass, but also get, a little bit extra. I don't know. So anyway, I sent out an email today. This is actually kind of like scary in terms of like, we still have plenty of tickets available, but like our hotel is at 75% capacity. So that's interesting because it's been a few, like we had a bigger hotel the place we had it the first 3 years was so small that we sold out every year. And then like the last 2 years we didn't sell out because there were still rooms left at the hotel. And now it's kind of like we are nowhere near sold out of the number of tickets we can sell, but there's not that many rooms left at the hotel, people. So yeah, that's exciting. Other than that, Comic-Con is like my next thing. And honestly, like this is going to be my last one for a while. So
fair. Just getting old, man.
I mean, honestly, for me, it's like I want to use my money and my vacation days to like go places. I'm tired of using them all for conventions. I've done that the past few years, and I don't want to anymore. Like, I want to go overseas again. It's been too long, and I can't do that if I keep going to conventions.
Yeah. Erin, have you got anything coming up?
I'm taking a lot of trips this year, so that's a lot of things coming up for me personally, but not like
not geeky wise.
I'm sure I'll post like some pictures on Twitter, so check that out.
I think Disney counts as geeky, like a little bit.
I will be in Tara's neck of the woods next week, so it won't be 18 degrees where I am anymore. So that'll be good.
All right. Well, it's that time of the evening when we talk about recommendations. And my name is first again, which feels weird when I'm introducing it and then I have to go into my name.
You're so important.
Okay, so I have just gone and full Oscars and just going to recommend all the Oscars movies, not all of them. Don't see Three Billboards, The Darkest Hour, or The Post because like whatever. But Shape of Water is just so delightfully sincere and sexy and just great. Call Me by Your Name is, I think, sort of, it has expanded and is now in more cinemas. Most of these movies are in cinemas at the moment because of the Oscars coming up and people are seeing them, which is, so it's always fun. And this year has been like the majority of the movies are really good. There's like 3, maybe 4 that are kind of classic Oscar movies that are a bit boring, but the rest are really interesting. So I'm just going to also recommend Get Out, Lady Bird, and I, Tonya, because they're all just really amazing movies that you should definitely see.
I, Tonya was like, it was amusing. Like, I liked it. I think Margot Robbie did a great job. I really hate the fact that I wasn't feeling well the night that I saw it. Like, we had gone to a friend's house for dinner, and their 18-month-old, or no, they're younger than me. They're like 9-month-old twins were sick with a stomach bug. So like, I didn't know that I was sick yet, but I wasn't feeling great. So I was watching this movie and I was like, yeah, I'm enjoying this, but I also feel like crap. Oh, no. So like, I feel like I need to like watch it again. Cause like, I literally watched it, went to bed, and like 5 hours later woke up puking. So it's like bad memories, but no, I, Tonya is, it's good. It's amusing. And one of the, I won't name names, but one of the Geekiary writers actually worked on the ABC special that they did about Tonya Harding. So, and I've heard that got very good views. I haven't watched it yet, but I don't know. My recommendations are all books because, like I said, that's like literally all I've been doing. Pretty much all the Grishaverse books by Lee Bardugo. I think it's Bardugo. I don't think I'm pronouncing that wrong. So there's just look up Grishaverse. Grisha is Grishaverse, VRSE. There's a trilogy that was like the original trilogy, and then there's a duology that's kind of like an Ocean's 11 sort of, but not all dudes, and also there's only like 6 of them. So like an Ocean's 6 of not all dudes, caper sort of thing. That's really amusing. And then there's like a fairy tale book based in. My dog is shedding hair everywhere. There's also a fairy tale book that's like based in the same universe. So I that's kind of what I've been reading. So those in the Serafina books that I mentioned earlier are probably my recommendations.
Cool. Erin?
Excellent. I did not put anything down because all I've been doing is watching old stuff. I haven't really watched anything new or done anything new in a while. I'm kind of feeling like nostalgic and needing like to go back to things that I know that I love. And so I would recommend that's my recommendation, is going back and doing something or watching something, reading something that you love. I watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy over the weekend. It's been a really long time, but stupid Netflix put Fellowship of the Ring on. And so I was like, well, I got to watch this. And then I finished that and had to watch the rest of it. So, I mean, I loved those movies when I was in college, loved them. A few years later, watched them. I thought they were pretty cheesy because Middle Earth is kind of a weird place. But I watched it again this weekend and I was like, man, Fellowship of the Ring came out 17 years ago.
Ugh.
Like, and you watch it and you're like, this is like, technically it's still so good.
Yeah, it holds up pretty well. I watched them recently.
Yeah. And so I don't know, that's what I would recommend, is just go back and watch something that you like or read something that you like, because just do it.
Oh yeah, there's like one of the things I reread the Red Rising saga last year, like, because I love it so much. I reread or rewatch it. Or I want to reread Dune, soon. It's literally been on my list, and I keep pushing it back for like other books that I'm purchasing that I haven't read yet. Also, Devora commented in our live chat that Ozark on Netflix is something we should watch. So
okay.
And I've heard like several people say that, and I keep like meaning to watch it, but I also know it's kind of depressing, so I keep putting it off.
Oh my God, that's how I feel about most things.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time of year where I'm watching all the Oscar movies, so I'm feeling in a pit of depression generally. But most of them are pretty good and nice movies this year, so it's good. I mean, I'm not ever going to say The Darkest Hour because he needs another Churchill movie, but generally, it's just like you sit there and you're like, I know this is going to be good, and I know that like I will appreciate having watched this, but I don't want to.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies about Churchill. I mean, go watch The Crown or something.
That. I don't like The Crown. I just don't watch anything with Churchill because he's a bad person. Okay, and if your hot take on Churchill is not that he was a terrible person, that you're wrong. So
yeah, I don't know. That's it for recommendations, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. We've actually like met our time pretty good tonight. We go over like so often. Like
yeah, we did pretty well. All right. So we don't have a question because
no, we never have.
I
think we did a question a couple times.
We stopped that forever ago, and I like how right now it's just this question N.
N.
I don't know why it says N. Well,
I just say what the question is. Like, do you guys have any recommendations for 2018? We will accept them. Like, we may ignore them, but we will accept them.
I mean, I just like that the question just says N right now. I've been laughing about that all week and refusing to change it because it has been amusing me every time I open this document.
It's funny. It's fitting.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no question. We're done. Happy 3 years. It's been
seriously
fun times. All right. I'm Erin, along with Tara and Vaughn, my co-hosts. Yes. Thank you again for joining us for Feelings with the Geekiary. Remember, we are a free webcast run off of donations from viewers like you. Thanks for contributing and helping our host site, the Geekiary, and we will see you next month.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.